In this video, we will talk about the causes and effects of World War I. World War I, also known as the Great War, was a major conflict that took place from 1914 to 1918. It involved many of the world's most powerful nations, divided into two main groups: the Allies, including countries like Britain, France, and Russia, and the Central Powers, including Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. The war had complex causes and led to significant effects that reshaped the world. Let's explore the main causes and effects of World War I in simple terms. Causes of World War I. Several factors contributed to the outbreak of World War I. These can be grouped into a few main categories. 1. Militarism. Militarism refers to the belief in building up strong armed forces to prepare for war. Before World War I, many European countries were in an arms race, trying to build up their military power. This was especially true for Germany, which built a powerful navy to rival Britain's. Other countries, like France and Russia, also expanded their armies. This buildup created tension, as each country wanted to show its strength and be ready for any potential conflict. 2. Alliances. Countries in Europe formed various alliances for protection and support. These alliances were meant to prevent war, but they actually created a situation where a conflict between two countries could quickly involve others. The two main alliances were the Triple Entente, consisted of Britain, France, and Russia. The Triple Alliance consisted of Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy, although Italy later joined the Allies. These alliances created a web of agreements that meant if one country was attacked, its allies were bound to defend it, pulling more countries into any conflict that started. 3. Imperialism. Imperialism is the policy of extending a country's power and influence through colonization, use of military force, or other means. Many European nations competed for colonies and resources around the world, especially in Africa and Asia. This competition created rivalries and conflicts, as countries like Britain, France, and Germany wanted to expand their empires. The struggle for dominance in different parts of the world increased tensions among the great powers. 4. Nationalism. Nationalism is a strong sense of pride and loyalty to one's nation or ethnic group. In the years leading up to World War I, nationalism was on the rise in many parts of Europe. In some cases, it led people to believe that their country was superior to others, creating hostility and distrust between nations. In other cases, it led ethnic groups within large empires, like Austria-Hungary, to seek independence. This created internal tensions and instability in many regions, particularly in the Balkans, where different ethnic groups were struggling for their own national identity. 5. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The immediate cause of World War I was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, on June 28, 1914, in Sarajevo, Bosnia. He was killed by Gavrilo Princip, a member of a Serbian nationalist group called the Black Hand, which wanted Bosnia to be free from Austro-Hungarian rule. This event triggered a chain reaction. Austria-Hungary, with Germany's support, declared war on Serbia. Russia, allied with Serbia, then mobilized its forces against Austria-Hungary. Germany declared war on Russia, and soon after on Russia's ally, France. When Germany invaded Belgium to reach France, Britain declared war on Germany, and the conflict quickly spread across Europe. Effects of World War I. World War I had far-reaching effects that changed the world in many ways. These effects can be grouped into political, economic, social, and cultural impacts. 1. Political effects. The end of World War I saw the collapse of empires like Austro-Hungarian, Ottoman, German, and Russian, leading to new countries such as Poland and Yugoslavia. The Treaty of Versailles in 1919 ended the war, but imposed harsh penalties on Germany, leading to resentment and contributing to World War II. The League of Nations was established to maintain peace but failed due to limited power and lack of major countries, like the US joining. 2. Economic effects. Destruction and debt. World War I caused widespread destruction in Europe. Many cities, towns, and villages were damaged or destroyed. and large areas of farmland were ruined. The war also left many countries heavily in debt. Governments had borrowed huge amounts of money to pay for the war effort, leading to economic problems in the years that followed. Global trade decline. The war disrupted global trade, as many countries focused on their own recovery and rebuilding. This led to economic instability, which affected countries worldwide. Some nations faced shortages of goods, inflation, and unemployment, making daily life difficult for many people. 3. Social effects. World War I was one of the deadliest conflicts ever, with about 10 million soldiers and 7 million civilians dying and many more injured. This massive loss deeply affected societies, leaving families and communities devastated for years. During the war, women filled roles traditionally held by men, leading to changes in attitudes and demands for women's rights, including voting rights. The war also had severe psychological effects on soldiers, causing trauma known as PTSD and leading to widespread disillusionment with traditional values. 4. Cultural effects. Art and literature. The war had a significant impact on art and literature. Many writers, poets, and artists who experienced the war firsthand used their work to express the brutality and senselessness of the conflict. This led to new artistic movements, such as modernism, which rejected traditional styles and embraced new ways of thinking and expressing ideas. New ideologies. The social and political upheaval caused by the war led to the rise of new ideologies, including communism and fascism. In Russia, the war contributed to the Russian Revolution of 1917, which led to the rise of the Soviet Union, a communist state. Meanwhile, in countries like Italy and Germany, economic and social instability helped fascist leaders like Mussolini and Hitler gain power, setting the stage for future conflicts. 5. Geopolitical effects. Redrawing of borders. The end of World War I saw the redrawing of many national borders, especially in Europe and the Middle East. The Treaty of Versailles and other peace agreements created new countries and altered the territories of existing ones. This redrawing sometimes ignored ethnic, cultural, and historical divisions, leading to tensions and conflicts that continue in some regions even today. Shift in power. The war marked a shift in global power. European dominance in world affairs began to decline, while the United States and Japan emerged as significant global players. The U.S., in particular, became a major economic power and a creditor nation, lending money to war-torn European countries for reconstruction. World War I was a complex conflict with many causes, including militarism, alliances, imperialism, nationalism, and the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Its effects were widespread and long-lasting, changing the political landscape, economies, societies, and cultures worldwide. The war led to the end of empires, the creation of new countries, and the rise of new ideologies and powers. It also left deep scars on the human psyche and reshaped the modern world in ways that are still felt today. Understanding these causes and effects helps us learn from history and work towards a more peaceful future. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.